Last season, Rare gave us the biggest Telltale update ever, a great addition to both lore and the celebration of the pirate life. The only downside being is that the seas remained mostly the same. This time they are changing that with the addition of underwater shrines where we will explore a way to new and interesting treasures. But is Season 4 really the update we wanted, or should some additions remain at the bottom of the ocean? Let's find out. And also, don't forget to subscribe, it really helps. So let's get into the big stuff first. This season introduces us to Siren shrines, 6 of them to be more precise. These structures are found all over the seas and are even marked on your map table. These shrines were built by the Sirens themselves, but sometimes feature some ancient architecture which just looks awesome. The shrines offer more than just a different scenery to collect treasure. Each shrine has its own theme and unique challenges to complete. Whether it be a lantern or a statue puzzle, there is enough variety to make them all feel unique, even though some shrines are clearly more fun. Either way, I love the variety. Sometimes the entrance to these shrines can be hard to find, but luckily the developers made it clear by adding blue glowing coral around points of interest. Very welcome indeed. Solving these shrines and discovering all their treasures will also complete a new set of accommodations. You can find these under your Bilge Red reputation pane. Luckily, you don't need to swim all the treasures back to the surface again. Scattered throughout these shrines are these special merfolk statues. Simply give your treasures to them, and when you do resurface, a merfolk member is waiting for you and will send all your treasure floating up. I don't really know how this mechanic fits into the lore, but if you do, make sure to let me know. During your exploration of these shrines, you will also discover journals left behind by characters like Duke, Umbra, and even Mercia, who has so far only appeared in the novels. Also, the journals are numbered this time, which is also a welcome addition. And for those who prefer fighting over puzzle solving, they can also try the new Siren treasuries. These are kinda like mini forts, but just underwater, where you will fight waves of sirens, ocean crawlers, and even coral skellies for some underwater themed booty. These treasuries also have tridents and gunpowder barrels to make combat even more fun. And just like the shrines, there should be some helpful mermaid statues around to transport all that stuff. You can find these treasuries the same way you can find the shrines. And yeah, I absolutely love these combat challenges. They add even more to the variety this update offers, which is great. But the main reason I like them is because of the art design of these coral structures. Simply amazing. And finally, we have the addition of the coral message in a bottle. These can be found on similar locations like normal bottles, but contain a special voyage that will reward you with finding the breath of the sea, a high value type of loot. The lore is that these bottles contain the same stuff that can be found in Siren gems. So yeah, real interesting, and I'm sure we'll see more of this in the future. And for those who complete all the shrines, there is a very special voyage available. This voyage is called The Legend of the Sunken Kingdom and can be bought from Larina as soon as you meet the requirements. This new voyage will have you follow clues left behind by Humphrey the Gold Hoarder and the scholar who has helped him bury his secrets. I will leave the voyage a surprise, but be warned, as this journey takes a long time to complete and is better started at the beginning of your session. But for those who do complete this voyage, they will be rewarded with the Curse of Sunken Sorrow. So yeah, new structures, nice objectives, fun goals, and great rewards. I'm pretty happy about all of this. There's only one downside to these shrines, and I'm sure I'm not the only one bothered by this. Yeah, you need to swim a bit down, and that's a bit annoying, but the real downside is that your ship will be unguarded for quite some time. This differs from a shipwreck where you can scan the horizon and make a quick calculation how much time you have before you need to get back at your ship. But while solving these shrines, you give other players ample time to cross from one side of the map to the other. And yeah, you could leave a person behind or split your crew, but these options are not really ideal. But yeah, aside from that, these shrines are a great addition.
So super cool.
Back over in the Emporium, we find a heap of new cosmetics. Most of them are centered around the Golden Nile theme. We have a Golden Nile costume, Golden Nile weapons, and obviously the Golden Nile ship collection. Of course, the Nile is a famous river in Egypt, and for those who think Egypt and pirates don't mix, well, they obviously haven't read Blackbeard vs. the Evil Mummies. And yes, this is a real book, I've read it, and I enjoyed every single page of it. As for these Golden Nile cosmetics themselves, I don't really like them. I like the cutlass, but that's about it. Also, everything is crocodile themed, which, yeah, crocodiles live in that river, but so do hippos. But the only hippo I see is my reflection whenever I get black screened. So yeah, missed opportunity, but I've still got my peg legs crossed for some curvy representation in the future. The new Victorious weapon poses are really nice, and the same goes for the Absolute Joker emotes. One of those emotes even features a wooden sword, which makes me think, wouldn't that be a fun addition? Wooden weapons to train your PvP skills with your own crew. I'm just saying. And also, don't forget to pick up the drama emote, which is free for a limited time. So, with the Pirate Emporium out of the way, let's quickly go over the other additions this season brings. Obviously, progression through this season will unlock new rewards, and most of them are spooky themed. And there isn't a single cosmetic I don't like this time. The only strange reward is Wanda's spyglass. Don't get me wrong, it's always nice to get cosmetics that also have a connection with the lore, but this is the final Pirate Legend reward, and yeah, it feels a bit underwhelming for reaching level 100. But it does seem like looking through it will be different, so I'll probably change my opinion when I do reach level 100 and actually earn the spyglass. Other spooky cosmetics can also be earned for those who buy the Plunder Pass. These are more focused on the Jack-o'-lantern set and even include a costume for those who reach max level. I never owned a Plunder Pass before, but this might be my first exception. Staying with the spooky season, we have the upcoming Fury of the Damned event, where we are basically doing stuff we have done before, like collecting flames and completing the Fort of the Damned. And even though the rewards for this event are great, we sadly don't really get new additions. A Skeleton Megalodon event is still something I would like to see. This season also brings new loot types. We obviously have coral versions of known loot, but we also get new merchant treasures. These are similar to trinkets and skulls, as they will also fit into an empty treasure chest, another welcome addition. And we also have new emissary rewards. So yeah, the grind is back on to reach high in the ledgers again. Some of the shops now offer some more Sunken Sorrow cosmetics. Some of these were unlocked by completing commendations from some previous Tall Tales. These new cosmetics are unlocked by completing certain Sunken Kingdom commendations. And I just love it when cosmetics are locked behind stuff like this, but let's be fair, the Sunken Sorrow set isn't the most beautiful set on the seas.
You know, that's just like your opinion, man.
And as usual, we also have some new reskins in the regular shops. And on that note, we get new cosmetics every season, but the regular shops only get reskins. So how do you guys feel about that? I'm hearing a lot of mixed messages, and I would love to read your thoughts in the comments. So, is this a good update? Yeah, I think so. It's pretty good actually. There's plenty of new stuff to leave me satisfied until Season 5. Like I mentioned before, I don't really like leaving my ship unattended for so long, but time will tell how annoying this will actually be. Either way, Season 4 feels like a proper season. Don't get me wrong, I like the Fort of Fortune, but that felt more like a monthly update instead of a full season. So I'm really happy this new structure is paying off, because this is awesome. I also like the fact that Larina offers a unique lore expanding voyage for those who meet certain requirements. I do hope to see more of this in the future. The only downside to this season, if I had to mention something, is that there aren't that many quality of life editions or other editions aside from these shrines. After completing these new accommodations, I probably won't return to them. Which is fine, I don't feel these shrines are meant to be completed indefinitely like other voyages. But the seas will feel the same again after I'm done, which is a bit of a shame. I do see myself completing these treasuries if my voyage brings me there, so I'm sure that even in the future I will pay the Sirens at least some visits. Speaking about the future, a new world event or AI threat on the seas is definitely something I will be itching for after this update. Also rare, as someone who always bought all your cosmetics, it would be really nice to finally introduce presets. If I had one wish for Season 5, it would be that. And you know, hippos, obviously. Also, if you are tired of just hearing my opinion, make sure to tune in to our next podcast episode where me and other Sea of Thieves content creators will dive even deeper into all these additions this season offers. Make sure you give it a listen on your voyages. It's really cool. Just go listen to the podcast. It's awesome. So yeah, thanks for watching. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up. That's always appreciated. And let me know how you feel about this season in the comments. Are you happy with these shrines, or do you feel you have to wait for another season for the updates you would like? Either way, let me know below, and I hope your hull will be full of stolen treasures. Alright, that's it. See you guys next time and take care.